2023. Abubakar kicks against zoning, defends 1999 Constitution. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news update. Please click on the notification bell. As political parties begin primaries to elect their candidates, former military head of state General Abdusalami Abubakar has counselled them to rise above sectional sentiment and consider competence. To him, Nigeria at this stage of nationhood should not be debating zoning, but should concentrate on getting any competent Nigerian, irrespective of a state of origin or religion, who can solve myriads of challenges facing the country. You see why I always say they are always playing the Southeastern people. Now, this man is coming out to say this. Had it been we're in a country where things worked, where things were working fine, where everybody will go to their respective presidential or governorship or whatever position and they will do their job well, I will not be complaining. But you see, for him to come out and say this now, even when he knows Nigeria is almost in flames for this same issue, it shows that I don't understand. Truly, we don't learn from history. He knows in detail. To him, Nigeria at this stage of nationhood should not be debating zoning, but should concentrate on getting any competent Nigerian, irrespective of a state of origin or religion, who can solve myriads of challenges facing the country. He said, with the exposure of the younger generation and the connection, I think Nigeria is not short of such individuals across the Federation. It is up to the politicians to try and see how they can come up with such an individual. But as long as we keep saying this zone produces this and doesn't produces that, then the problem continues. We are not thinking as Nigerians, we are thinking of our villages, state and so on. General Abubakar, who supervised a successful transition that handed over the reign of power to a democratically elected government on May 29, 1999, also declared that there is nothing wrong with the 1999 Constitution his admission bequeathed to the country. The former head of state, in an exclusive interview with The Guardian in his Mina, Niger State residence, said he was surprised that after 23 years that the Constitution has been operational, some Nigerians rose up against it and described it as the root cause of all problems facing the country. While admitting that there is no perfect constitution in the world, he said instead of the critics of his administration examining the operators of the constitution, they have been calling for the postponement of the 2023 general election till the fresh constitution emerges, which he kicked against. And for those who have been clamoring for an interim government till the country has a new constitution, General Abubakar said, while he was not begrudging the personal opinion, he said the demands could not be found in the Constitution of Nigeria, which makes it unconstitutional, and urged them to join hands with the National Assembly in an ongoing effort of amending the Constitution. He said, does the Constitution allow interim government? Why are you creating a problem in trying to solve a problem? How long is that interim government? How do we select the leader of the interim government going to serve? Is it going to be a military coup? How do you start getting the leader of the transition? Well, a lot of things will go wrong because you will not have a constitutional leader. He said, those who condemned the 1999 Constitution, saying it was foisted by the people without Nigerians' inputs, might have forgotten that his administration set up a constitution debate co-coordinating committee, CDCC, headed by Supreme Court Justice Nikki Toby and Dr. Sulaimon Komo as deputy chairman. He recalled that the committee went around the country to collect memoranda from the public through town hall meetings in Benin, Enugu, Jos, Port Harcourt, Kaduna, Kano, Ibadan, Lagos, and Sokoto states. He disclosed no military formation was visited during the assignment and wondered why people described the Constitution as a document that emanated from the military. He said, okay, the people that were consulted by this committee, are they not Nigerians? Is it a group of military people that sat down and said this is what they're going to do? We are not lawyers. The committee was headed by Supreme Court Justice. What is unfortunate in the whole matter is that people are now faulting it after 23 years of its existence. General Abubakar, the chairman of the National Peace Committee, who turns 80 on June 13, said the report of the committee indicated that many Nigerians or groups were unanimous in the adoption of the 1979 Constitution with little modifications. But unknown to many of the critics of the administration, the 1979 Constitution was a product of the 1975 Constituent Assembly attended by many eminent Nigerians across the country. According to the allegation that the Constitution was forced on Nigerians, General Abubakar said, "How did we force us? We have a Constitution when we are going to have a democratic government. You know, when the military came, they suspended the Constitution. If you look at that 1999 Constitution, there isn't much different from the 1979 Constitution. There is no Constitution that is perfect. It is also how you implement the Constitution that matters. So, nation building is like a Constitution. It is a continuous process, and I'm happy people are trying to see what amendments they can do to the Constitution. Can you point out any basic changes that have happened even with the amendment that is going on in the National Assembly?" Fielding question on why his administration did not organize a Constituent Assembly to produce a new constitution with input from different nationalities, he said, "When you organize Constituent Assembly, is it not Nigerians that you will invite there? Is it every Nigerian that you will talk to? Are they different from the people Justice Nikki committee spoke to? Was there a military man in that committee who produced that constitution? How are you sure that every nationality is going to be represented? Let Nigerians please give peace a chance and try to see how this nation can move forward. Let's have a nation. Let's think about how really to live together and be each other's keeper. If I find something wrong with the Constitution, bring it out and try to see how amendments can be done." On why Nigeria's unity and national cohesion is still a mirage, the former military leader said, "We are fixated on our regional politics and thinking for our village and thinking for our state and thinking for our region. You meet people instead of thinking about Nigeria. We are thinking about village, state and region before you talk about Nigeria." Again, we find that quite a number of politicians think that way. I think this is our basic problem. If like members of the armed forces, every politician will think of Nigeria as his constituency and think about Nigeria, Nigeria would be a better place. To me, I still say these people say they want a new constitution, give it to them, because even the amendment going on, who authorized them to amend? How many then go amend? On this note, you've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen.